I can't predict how much longer I have. I'm sure that someone is going to come up and tell me I have to move because it's not safe. It's a daily thing for me to go out and look to see how the property's doing. I look for the cracks. See the cracks? Big cracks. Here's another one. See how it's cracking all the way along there? That's all gonna go. I feel like I'm backed into a corner. I really have nowhere to go. If you look out towards the lake, there would be another third of a mile out into the lake. We used to play football and kickball, baseball, everything out in front. The home was built in 1951 by my father. There was a time when I'd look straight out, I had a great big tree, and then a bunch of grass after it, then the roses, and then a bunch of fruit trees on this end that my mom put in. I came back probably to live with her in 2012. She had become very sick. So I was her caretaker. And then the reality of the shoreline hit me in the face.
You can just see as well all around on the edges how high that water has gotten in the last couple of days, and it's just kind of formed up a whole other layer of ice.
Back in 2013, the water was so low, I could go stand under the dock, straight up. And now the water, depending on the day, can be anywhere like this, from up to the top of the dock.
From 2014 to 2017 was the fastest rate of water level rise in recorded history. When water levels were low in 2013 compared to where they are right now, water levels along the vast coastline of Lake Michigan, Lake Huron are about 5 to 6 feet higher. That's a tremendous change on a long-term time scale. Certainly over that vast coastline, it's a big deal.
Fishtown is in Michigan, but it's also a site just unlike anything you'll find in Michigan. But once it started to flood, what we realized we had to have was a backup plan. The Village Cheese Shanty, that building, because it had broken down so much, we had to remove it from its structure, move it over to our Leland Harbor Township parking lot, and then in came equipment and just had to remove that original foundation. Our original plans for some of the shanties was not to do that much on the foundations, but when the water came up, we realized we had to do a whole lot more.
At this point, it's virtually impossible to separate what we're seeing from climate change. When water levels are high, you're going to get erosion and you're going to get a lot of these negative impacts. What I think is different right now is the fact that the high water levels are due to this unprecedented period of precipitation.
This is the start. My nephew is taking it to his farm and putting it in a barn. Nowhere else to put it. I mean, storage units are expensive. I can't afford that. We always knew there was a slight erosion problem, okay? Never had I ever believed it would get like this in my whole life. I had anticipated that I would be able to live here and die here. And yes, I am grieving the loss of my home. And I was told that's a natural thing. I will not be here when they bulldoze it down. The only thing I can do right now is try to get my stuff out in case it goes over. I will still fight for this shoreline because that's how important the shoreline, the state of Michigan is. I've lived here all my life. The beauty is awesome. I know there's probably no chance for me to be able to save my home, but there might be a chance of saving some shoreline.